Hello everyone, welcome to Allison Anna. My name is Anna and today I'm in my corner of my room because my room is a mess. I pretend I do not see. I did a video that actually, there was like a really good reception to it. Like people were sending me a lot of messages after and it was very sweet because it was a lot of hard work and a lot of like vulnerability, just like putting myself out there and putting my feelings out there. And I know that I talk a lot in this channel and it's kind of like a little journal for me, but I never really go beyond like situations like, oh, I'm stuck in Mexico and I can't go back to London, or like how I feel about UAL, but I never really go into like my own relationships, and I did that in that video. Looking back at it now, like I'm really proud and I'm still very happy with everything that I said and I'm still like 100% agreeing with it. The thing is, like, it felt very much like a coming of age kind of movie. Then reality set in, because like in my mindset I was like, after these epiphanies I'm gonna fully be happy, I'm gonna start getting my life on track and everything's gonna be freaking fantastic, you know? Like I expected that. I was like, yes, it's happening. Which, it's so stupid because the entire video I talk about like letting go and letting life take its course kind of thing, and how life is not perfect but you need to like appreciate the small things. And here I am expecting life to be perfect after like 6 months and one video, you know? That, I think I had that mindset because that's what movies show us. Like coming of age movies, you're like, yeah, you learned all this shit and then you're like, you're happy forever. And I think what movies like don't really tell us, and I think that's why many people just don't like recognize their progress, is that no matter how many epiphanies you have and no matter how like on track you are, you know, life throws shit at you at any point. You can be at your low point, you can be at your high point, you can be learning. That can deteriorate your progress that you like had the epiphany for. You know, you start getting bad days, bad moods, bad news, bad all of this. You kind of go back into some old habits that you specifically are trying to steer away from. And it's so easy because you can't just break with one epiphany, like life habits overnight, you know? You don't see the aftermath of like decision to take those epiphanies and actually every day wake up and put them into practice, you know? The video that I made, I'm talking about how I am always in control, like I'm always like this, and like I never let go of absolutely anything, and I'm trying to be a perfectionist and I'm competing against everybody and against myself. I never give myself a pause. And you know, I got back into being busy and then I went back into that. And I didn't realize it until like a little bit later, you know? And I was like, oh, wait, I have to let go of this. Like, I need to choose my battles. I need to also realize that, you know, giving myself a break is important, all of these things. But you have to wake up and do that consciously every day until it becomes a habit. And so I learned that, but you know, the holidays gets me really nostalgic. I'm not gonna go home for Christmas, so I'm not gonna see my parents, I'm not gonna see my sister, and then on top of that there's just like a lot of relationships back home changed. Like from friends relationship to like romantic relationships, a lot of things have changed. So I want to go back and I want to see my friends again, even though it's only been a month. I grew closer to my sister, so I want to like, I talk to her so often and I still want to like go like see her and just like stay in silence and just look at her. Like, that sounded creepy. That sounded very creepy. The holidays get you more nostalgic. They make you feel lonely if you're lonely. They make you feel, if you have a lot of pressure with family and you join your family, they can be tough. They can give you a lot more pressure. And I feel like it's important to acknowledge that it's a difficult season, and it's important to acknowledge that no matter how many epiphanies and how many things you've learned, it's still a process. And like, yes, movies don't tell you that it's a process, and movies don't tell you that like after you've realized all that shit, you're gonna have to continuing realizing shit, and you also gonna have to like apply it to your everyday life with a lot of effort. It's not like you had confidence issues and now you're magically in love with yourself overnight. Like, it doesn't happen that way as they show it. So I think it's just specifically in this season of like feeling lonely, of getting desperate for the vaccine that's kind of coming out and people are starting to get vaccinated and all these things, so you get more anxiety and you just can't wait to like go back to normal. I feel like this season in particular we just need to like appreciate where we are, appreciate our progress, and waking up in a bad mood will push back your progress, and that's fine as long as you don't give up. It's been quite hard, I think for me especially, like, I'm used to not acknowledging my feelings. Anything that it's like a little bit sad, no. Like, it was either I'm very sad or I'm very happy or I'm neutral. So I've started open up the gates to like feeling a little bit more. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time, but I started writing. Writing helps. I have this journal. It's tiny, I just keep it by my bedside table and I write. Sometimes it's like letters to people and like things I wish I've said before that kind of gives me like, I don't know, some sort of peace. And then sometimes it's just like feelings or like what I did today. Like, I don't write every day, but whenever I just feel like writing, I like, and that has helped me unscramble this just nest of emotions that I have in my mind and thoughts. And I honestly don't know where I was going with this video. It's short, it's weird, but as I've told you before, this channel is kind of like my journal, and I'm trying to be more open and I'm trying to be more vulnerable. And I had so much wisdom that I want to like sit down and like say, and then I sat down in front of the camera and I was like, I have nothing. I have nothing to give. I will leave you with this though. I was talking to my sister and I had a shitty last week. Something happened and like that just like triggered a lot of like emotions and things and like whatever. I was talking to my sister about it and I was kind of like venting, and sister's pretty smart like that, you know? She kind of told me to like, it's okay to feel pity for yourself every once in a while, you know? Like, a shitty situation happens, like, it's okay to be like, fuck, this sucks, this sucks ass, and feel sorry for yourself for like 5 seconds. But then she told me like, but then look around and see where you are. Specifically to me, she was like, look how much you've sacrificed and how hard you've worked to like live in London and study the thing that you want to study, and you know how much you've worked to like open up your production company and all the videos that you've done. Like, look around and see that. Basically, while you're having your pity party, just also realize like all the things that you've done, even if they're small. Like, it was so hard for you to get up out of bed this day, but you got out of bed. Like, it sounds like a ridiculously small task, but for some people, getting out of bed in the morning is a battle. So it's like, look at your small victories and all the things that you have done and the work that you've made to get where you are, and also celebrate that. So like, yes, feel sorry about that shitty situation that happened, but then brush it off, look at your life, analyze it, and then keep moving forward. And what I'm adding to that is kind of like, since you've had so many epiphanies and so many lessons that you've learned, keep recalibrating. You know, there's some lessons that I've learned like 6 months ago that I'm like, you know what, they need a little bit of a tweak it, and I keep working towards that. So, I mean, I guess it's never really done. Feelings are quite a lot, and I honestly, I'm sorry for the awkward video because I don't ever know how to talk about feelings without like revealing anything too personal, or just actually talk about feelings, period. But what we want in this channel is just to make it honest, open, and if anybody felt like they could relate to it and they got some help out of it, then I am happy, and that's way more than I expected. So thank you for watching. Even though this season can be like confusing, happy, lonely, sad, pressuring, all those things, I just hope you're staying safe and that you keep working towards your best self and that you have a fantastic time. So happy holidays. We upload every Monday and Thursday, and I promise the content that is coming is a lot less stressful and deep in thought. It's a lot more like happy and upbeat. So can't wait for you to see those. And I hope you like this video. There's a lot more other videos. We actually have some Christmas videos up here. So go check those out if you want, and have a great weekend. Goodbye, guys.